Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to WoW Live. We haven't really done much since last time. What have we done? We have done the Throne of Thunder, and, well, we've done 2 of the wings so far, and we want to continue to do so. So we will get queued in just a moment. We are going to Hearth and get our leggings ready. Got some tier leggings. Just gonna hand them in. That's what we want to do. Now, I am trying to recall exactly where we hand these in. I believe I can hand them in at the Temple of Newzao. That's a really nice place to have my Hearthstone set, right outside Summer's Rest. I should probably keep that for now. Okay, so we want to go to the Temple of Newzao. I'm just going to open my map up. It's nice and big here. This is the Town Long Steps right here. Here is the Temple of Newzao right here. See? Valor and Justice Quartermaster. It's this big old temple in the western part of Pandaria. So we will go through there, and then after that, we shall continue. So what else have we got? We've got a few Treasures of the Thunder King. Oh, hello! A neck piece. Well, would you look at that? We gain agility, lose quite a lot of hit though. And we gain a red socket, but it is higher item level. And we'll pop that in there. Increases our item level a little bit. So that's nice. That's a nice little surprise. I was not expecting that. And then here is our Satchel of Cosmic Mysteries. And we get a single yellow sun's radiance. Lovely. Alright, so that went pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. So here are our Sigils of Wisdom and Power. We're nearly at 10 Sigils of Power. Need some more Wisdom though. See if Cinna wants to join on her lock or something. That's a good point. Yo, Cinna. Konto here. Doing some Throne of Thunder LFR. Want to join me on your lock? I've got Taz with me as his priest. There we go. A good idea for a lot of LFRs is to ask people to come along. If you can reduce the amount of pugs in an LFR, then you'll be good. It's a very helpful tip if you're a new tank or a new healer. Roll with another tank or a healer that you know. And especially if they're in higher gear than you, you'll be good. You don't want them to carry you though. You want to take the time to learn, and you want to take the time to take the damage. Because otherwise you're not going to learn, and when you enter the Siege of Orgrimmar, you're going to struggle. So, important that, you know, you actually get that experience as opposed to just being carried. You never want to be carried. This is something that I've always believed. I don't like being carried, ever. When I first started gearing up as my shaman, I was fairly carried through flex and normal mode. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Although I say normal mode, it was like the first boss. Maybe the first couple of bosses. That doesn't really count as normal mode, but, you know, it was, I was being carried. I had terrible gear. Worse gear than my druid had right now. So, just so you have an idea of how bad it was. Alright, so I believe it's this person we want to talk to. And we actually could afford some of the stuff that she buys. We'll have a look at that in just a moment. For now, we want to buy Leg Wraps of the Haunted Forest. This is the healing one, because you can tell. Stamina, Spirit, Haste. The healing done by a Rejuvenation. No, we don't want that. Here is the next leggings. Stamina, Intellect, Haste. Nature's Grace. Star Surge, nope. Moving on. Agility, Stamina, Hit. Each attack you dodge while Savage Defense is active increases the healing of your next frenzy regeneration. This is what we want. Bam! Bam! Leggings, go there. We want to just save the set. Now, let's have a look at what we can buy. So we have 885 Valor, which means we can buy either a neck piece, which we don't... no, this is a finger. So we could upgrade from 496 to 522. That's the intellect one. We don't want that though. We want... What do we want? These are neck pieces. Agility, Crit, Mastery. So that would be a nice flat upgrade. We could also take these, which would massively increase our hit, which would actually be really great because we just got rid of a bunch of hit because of our other one. So there we go. Agility, Stamina, Hit, Haste, and if you ever bugger up and buy the wrong thing, you can sell it back, so make sure you do that. So there we go. We are sitting on item level 500. Item level 500 now. Woohoo! So there we go. I've asked Cinna in the guild chat. Looks like she doesn't want to come along. So we will queue ourselves up. Let's queue for more TOT. So, this is what we're going to do. We are going to finish Throne of Thunder, and then we will move on to the Siege of Orgrimmar. 500 item level should do. Hopefully we'll get another piece. Maybe another couple pieces if we're lucky. And that will up our item level even more. So things we want to do. We want to gem this red socket. And we've also got a yellow and a blue socket to deal with here as well. So that's actually something we'll want to deal with. I haven't looked up exactly what the stuff we want to buy is, but I will do so now. So I apologize if suddenly this lags. It shouldn't, because it should be in 30 FPS, but I'm just going to head over to Icy Veins, that's icy-veins.com/wow. Then I will go to classes, Druid Guardian, and we want to have a look at, we'll start with red. So let's have a look, see here, gems, enchants, and I think we should get Shah down tonight. That should be nice. Shah of Pride, that is. Okay, so, red sockets. We want either a crafty vermilion onyx. I'm actually going to note these down on a little notepad. Just opening up a notepad file. Very helpful to have a notepad file open while you do this. So, red, crafty vermilion onyx. Okay, what's next? Yellow and blue. So, we want yellow, and we want that as smooth sun's radiance. I'm not questioning too much the choices of gems here. Blue. Blue sockets we want. Let's see. Blue. Jagged, wild, jade. So just to go over that, red is crafty vermilion onyx, which is expertise and crit. Yellow is smooth sun's radiance, which is critical strike. And blue is jagged, wild, jade, which is crit and stamina. Obviously we prioritize the crit, it seems. Yeah. So, if you didn't watch the WoW Live of the raid, which I don't blame you because it's very long, we were progressing on the Shah of Pride on Heroic in Siege of Orgrimmar 10-man. That fight is tough. It's very intense. We didn't quite get it, but we should get it tonight. We raid on Mondays and Tuesdays, you see. And, yeah, we got very close to getting him. Last time we raided, we didn't raid yesterday because we were missing a few people. Gaze of arrogance. I would like that on my shaman. So we're just going to head to Orgrimmar to grab ourselves some gems while we are queued. Looks like this one will probably actually take a little while, so we're not in too much of a hurry. We may also think about actually enchanting our leggings, because they are now pieces of gear that we may use for quite a while. So we will just move on through here. Orgrimmar may not be the best place to get to an auction house, but I mean, it's right here, so I don't see it's too much of a big deal. So, what do we need? We need one red, which is crafty vermilion onyx. Crafty I can't spell. Crafty vermilion onyx. There we go. Grab you. And then for our yellow, we want smooth sun's radiance. There we go. Thankfully, gems are very cheap at the moment. End of the expansion. Things like gems and enchants tend to be very cheap. Jagged wild jade, 60 gold. And I haven't actually looked at what we want to enchant our leggings with. We will want shadow leather leg armor. Actually, no we don't, because we are a leather worker. We are here somewhere. I promise. So we will want to go and get ourselves an Eternium thread. So if we open up leatherworking and close this down, we want embossments. Primal leg reinforcements. There we go. I believe it's that one. Yep, primal leg reinforcements. Which increases agility and critical strike. Lovely. That's just what we want. So we'll go... No, we don't want you. We want tailoring supplies. Here we go. One Eternium thread should handle that. There we go. So we will emboss you. Very helpful as a leather worker. Make sure you do special enchant your stuff if you are a certain profession. A lot of the gathering professions have those little bonuses that they have. So make sure you grab those. And then our red socket will go here. So there we go. Lovely jubbly. Oh, goodness me, I completely forgot about my staff. So we will go and grab that. Patience. Patience, grasshopper. So we will go down here. And we will grab ourselves another red one, which is the crafty vermilion onyx. Crafty vermilion onyx. Oh, goodness me, I can't spell that. Crafty vermilion onyx. There we go. Don't be afraid to spend gold on things like gems and enchants. They will help you a lot. People are working. It's a shame. I'm working as well. This is my job. That's very strange. This is a blue socket. Okay. Well, at least we have that for later. Jagged wild jade. Because I can't read colours, apparently. So we will move on. And hopefully this lag will get out of the way. Bloody lag. There we go. Do we want to enchant this? Well, Dancing Steel or Windsong is what we want. Windsong will increase our damage. Windsong will increase our agility. So they both do that. So let's have a look. Windsong. That's 91 gold. That's not too bad. Dancing Steel. That's a little bit bad. I can't really afford 1,000 gold at the moment. That's half of my total gold. I don't want to do that quite yet, but we'll go with Windsong. I'm happy to go with Windsong. So that will increase crit, haste, or mastery. That's fine. I'm happy with that. I am just fine with that. It's an enchant. That's the most important part. And there you are. We will throw you onto there. Actually, since this is an item level 522 piece, we will enchant you as well. So just going back to the guide here. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested, but generally it won't be too much of a big deal. We want extra agility. Oh no, we don't. Again, we want fur lining. Goodness gracious me. Being a leatherworker is really helpful. All the enchants. I think I just accidentally min-maxed myself. Strange how I was able to do that. We want fur lining. Stamina. 750 stamina. That's nice. That's very nice indeed. So we will grab that and put that on our braces. Very important to get all this stuff done because these are pretty strong pieces of gear. Not the best, obviously, but they are pretty strong. So we want to enchant that stuff. And we're now sitting at 556,000 health. And let's see what we like buffed. Exactly the same because I was already buffed. Well, there we go. So what else shall we do? We'll just double check our mail, let that go away, and then we'll have a transmog. Can we transmog anything? Not really. That's a shame, but we'll work on that some other episode. Not too worried about my transmog at the moment, although I think I will grab a tabard. I do like my tabards. And there is only one tabard I will ever buy, and that is from this guy. It is the Darkspear tabard. I'm going to get an achievement for this, aren't I? Oh, goodness me. Yeah, all the achievements. Huzzah. Okay, so let's see what we've done. We have gone over our gems and enchants. That's good. Although I think it may actually be worthy to do a little bit of reforging at this point. So we'll head over to the transmog guys. Arcane Reforger. Okay, now let's have a look-see at our good old guide. Statistics, priority, and reforging. It says that our priority is stamina, hit until 7.5%, and expertise until 15%, then crit, and then haste. Doesn't even have mastery on there at all. Okay. Crit increases rage, which allows us to use savage defense. Okay, haste improves rage generation as well. Cool. Okay. Okay. So we want hit and expertise until hit is at 7.5%. And expertise is at 15%. So, hit is at 13%, and expertise is at 2%. So I think we'll move from one to the other. So we will start with, have to reload our UI. Reload. Reload our UI. Come on. Come on. If transmog ever breaks like that, just reload your UI. It should sort itself out. Only if you have a group already. And then we will... Okay, here we go. Hit into expertise. I want to keep an eye on both of these. Hit into expertise. We don't need that mastery, so we'll put that into expertise as well. We don't need that mastery either, so we'll put that into expertise as well. Where is our hit? There's some more hit there. Hit is on 11. Expertise is on 7. Hit, expertise... Hit, expertise. That's all I'm looking for at the moment. Hit and expertise. So it looks like that's pretty good. I want to up my expertise some more. So we'll start doing a little bit more there. There's some mastery there. We'll take away from the haste. Nope, we don't want to give it to mastery. We want to give it to expertise. I'm not a shaman at the moment. Oh, we missed some hit here. Expertise. And we'll take away from the haste and put it into expertise here. I think it's important that we can... I don't like missing. I never like missing. I want to get as much hit and expertise as I can. Well, we don't... Oh, we don't need this hit, so we'll put it into... Can we go into crit? Yes, we can. Alright, so I think just about everything is reforged at the moment. We'll take away your mastery, put it into expertise. Take away your mastery, put it into expertise. There we go, sitting at 13% expertise. That's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. I wonder if there's any way we can enchant our way towards more expertise, because I definitely want to be at that expertise cap when we get into the Siege of Orgrimmar. Definitely want to do that. It's only a 1.6% chance to miss it, to get parried or dodged, but it's still a chance, and hit chance is all fine. That hit chance is only for our special attacks, not our auto attacks. So I'm not worried about my auto attacks. I'm just worried about my special attacks. So let's have a look at enchanting again. See if there's anything we can get to get ourselves more expertise. Come on, expertise. There we go. So it suggests we enchant our hands with superior expertise. And yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Superior expertise. I think I've said the word expertise too much. So there we go. 150 gold for Enchant Glove's superior expertise. Goodness gracious me. And then we'll pop that on there. So that puts us at 13.8%. That'll do for now. That'll do, indeed. We should be good. Alright, so we will just sit here and wait. We'll go up to our rock, I think, and wait for the queue to pop. Apparently the average wait time is 1 minute. I don't believe it. Okay, so we will sit here and wait for the queue to pop. Huzzah! At last. We begin. Oh. Okay. Here we go. So we're entering the halls of flesh shaping. This is where things can get a little bit tricky, because we're going to have to deal with Durumu. That's going to be interesting. And unfortunately, there's not much I can do as a tank to help. Ick. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Well, gotta get through it somehow. Let's do this. Ooh, little doors. I didn't know they did that. Alright, so let's just sprint to get ahead of the group, except for this rogue, who is just going at light speed. Okay. So, we currently have 3 people here. Get a move on, raid! So this trash doesn't do anything too bad. I think the roaming fog just like picks me up and bites my face off. That's about it. So this guy has got a metric ton of gear. So, I'll be your off-tank. Smiley face. Okay, so that is our off-tank. We'll just quickly grab some noms from him. Some noms. Jesus. I'm terrible. This Banquet of the Walk is nice for picking up some stats. Yeah, I see flexible, raid finder, flexible, raid finder. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with going with this guy. Ooh, that's even a level 553 piece. Lovely jubbly. So this guy should hopefully be a nice and good. Well, there we go. I appear to have aggro already. Oh no, I don't. Right, yes, it's the other way around. I'm very good at remembering this. So we'll just charge in here and help kill this thing. There we go. Looks like the healers are asleep. Well, we'll just have to see how it goes. So Durumu is probably one of the biggest challenges in this entire place. He is nasty. Really, really nasty. He has a lot of instant death mechanics. So it's very important that, first of all, you know how to do it. So if you don't know how to do it, then I would definitely suggest that you go and look it up. And you can look it up by going to the links in the description. That will include a link to my video on this particular LFR wing. It even comes with handy little notes, which I'm thinking about doing in the old, oh, I'm being bitten. Hello? Ooh. Oh my! Okay. Anyway, like I said, I'm thinking of doing notes like that in my Warlords of Draenor guides. But if you would like to see the mechanics of this place, including all the trash mechanics as well, then just go ahead and use the old... Oh, you're lucky that didn't knock you off. Just go ahead and use the links in the description to go and watch the crash course, so to speak, in this particular wing. It can be quite nasty, but once you know what you're doing, it's not that hard. It's all about figuring out just what you're supposed to do. And really, when it comes to these guys, all they do is they don't really do that much, to be honest. They'll do a little knockback when you first aggro them. Like this. You just charge back in. Get the aggro, and you're sorted. I know I said I'd be this guy's off tank, but I mean, he's welcome to taunt when he wants to. He's got nice gear, though. I should probably listen to him. Okie dokie. Did you charge in back after he kicked you? Of course. Why wouldn't I? Whee! Oh, I missed that one. Whoa! Holy moly, that was close. Yeah, that was very close. Not only did I miss the charge to jump back in, I also used my feral pounce from my cat spec to very nearly jump behind him. Now, one note, get the hell back over here. Bloody pets. I'm just going to say it again. I know I say it too often, but, you know, hunters, warlocks, pets, turn taunt off. Anyway, if you fall down here, you instantly die. And you can't get rezzed. So don't fall. Very important. I will mark myself as star. When the disintegration phase starts, stay with star. Stay with star. That's all I can hopefully say. If you get targeted by any of the lights, red, blue, yellow, start moving around the room to reveal ads. There we go. That should hopefully help people. Now, just want to check to see what this thing does. Hard stare. I did not check to see what... see, I made a guide for this, but I forget. Durumu the Forgotten tank swap. It does at the start. Easy to just generalize. There we go. And swap up 5 stacks. Okay, that's what I want. Let's do this. Oh, loot. Boop. We've got a couple of people not answering the ready check, but that's fine. And here we go. The fight begins. And he's got a massive chat box, so a massive hitbox, so I can't actually charge him. So we will keep an eye on the serious wounds. We want to swap on 5 stacks. And until then, we will just happily smack away. Actually, I think we'll go bear form and pop berserk. Do some damage to him. The more damage we can do, the better. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pop a nice rend on you. 2, 3, 4. No. All the big crits. Alright, we're on 3. That should be fine. Gonna keep doing this. Not too much to do at the moment. We'll get one more rip off, and then we'll go back into bear form and start generating some rage. As far as I'm aware, we can't actually tank these things. I don't think we can. So we will hit you in the face, wait for the next stack, and we'll stand in one of these to mitigate the damage. There is the 5th one. So there we go. We will now start tanking. Pop our savage defense, stay in this yellow beam, and stay nice and close to the tanks. Sorry, stay nice and close to the boss, so that we can stay in range of as many healers as we can. The closer to the center of the room we are, the easier it is for as many healers as possible to reach us. Something you've got to think about. Want to make sure we don't bugger that one up. Gonna continue to move around here. So this fight goes great up until the disintegration beam phase. Then things kind of fall apart. Am I standing in things? I don't think I am. Sitting on 3 stacks at the moment. We'll use a mangle. Sorry, a maul to reduce your damage. Serious wound is coming in soon. Pop bark skin for this one. So I'm sitting on 4. Hopefully this guy decides to tank swap. If he doesn't, then we may be in trouble. There's that force of will. Want to move out of that. See, on normal mode, that just knocks you completely off of the platform and just kills you. So, okay, looks like he's taken aggro. That's wonderful. We'll go back into cat form and do a bit of the old DPSing. Looks like no one's died. If someone important dies, like the other tank or a healer, then I will definitely battle res them. Very important to remember that. As a druid, you have the ability to battle res. So we will just continue to do the DPS here. Looks like we've got some nice and strong DPSs here. That's very good. I'm very happy about that. But, oh, we're going to get to the death beam. That's in 10 seconds. So unless we can take him down in 10 seconds, we're going to have to deal with this death beam. Alright, so there is the life drain. A little bit awkward. We'll pop bear form. And pop our big stuns here. Okay, here we go. Stay with Star. Okay, so again, want to move into the area that has the little wormy things, the little tendrils of energy. And then you just want to wait for it to start opening. Now, when you're running and you're melee, this is going to take its time to open up. It's going to be very slow. So you want to just stay nice and calm, stay on the edge, don't keep running forwards, just wait, be patient, it will open, the path will become clear, it will happen. We'll pop a stampeding roar to make things a little bit easier. It's one of the easiest things in the world as a melee to panic and just keep running forwards, and that will generally, it'll either deal loads of damage to you or it will just kill you. So the path has gone back a little bit here, we'll just wait for it to open up, keep moving. It looks like we're about to die, but we're not actually going to. Don't panic, that is the most important thing. I say that a lot. To every raider I'm in. Just don't panic and we're all good. See? We survived it, so we're all good. We can just help kill him. There we go. And look at that. We get some leggings. Not so helpful, but we got some leggings. And then we'll mass res. So that actually went pretty well. Got it nice and done on the first attempt. All sorted. As you can see there, our other tank died to the death beam. So very important as a tank that at the end of it, you have someone there to tank him. But we did it. And these leggings are not as good as what I have at the moment, especially if I get another tier piece, because then they won't be very good at all. So, let's move on, shall we? We will just hit you about a little bit. You can't actually tank these things, or you can tank these ones. And I don't want to go too fast, so we'll just hit you about. Hit you guys. Oh, looks like someone has charged ahead. We will just grab the aggro here. Come on, give me that aggro. Give me that aggro. Lots of AoE aggro. Come on, come on. Using all of my abilities. I want to take it fairly slow through here. These guys do a bit of raid damage when they die, so we don't want to pull like a million of them. We can pull quite a few of them, but you don't want to pull too many. It looks like we're doing good on the aggro now. Gonna aggro you. These guys don't cast anything, so I can use my Skull Bash to get in range of them. And really they don't do too much, so I don't even have to worry about a Savage Defense. I will use a Savage Defense, but it's not too big of a deal. Okay, so there is the big ooze. I didn't even know he jumped out from the ceiling there. That's kind of cool. I've never tanked this place before, so I did not know about that. Okie dokie, so we will just hit you in the face. I think I've tanked this before. Maybe once on a monk. Long time ago. But we will just continue down here. It's not the most interesting trash in the world compared to a lot of the other stuff we've had to deal with, but that's fine. And we will move into the Sarok Creation Pit. If you don't pay attention to the lore, then shame on you, first of all, because the lore of this game is really interesting. And second of all, this is where the Sarok, which are the lizard people, you could call them, that's where they were made. And the boss that you fight here is actually the first ever Sarok. He is a primordial Sarok. That's why he's called Primordius. So there you go. There's that. We'll hit you in the face. Hit you in the face. As you can see, we're not really taking any damage here. A lot of the threat from these quivering blobs comes from the fact that they explode when they die. Meaning that if you pull an absolute metric ton of them, then you will start to hurt the raid a lot when they all start dying, because you can't convince people to not AoE here. It's so tempting to AoE. People will AoE. And really, it's easy to AoE, so very important that you do that. And we'll grab aggro on the big guy. And then just throw out some thrashes, some swipes. Try not to sneeze, although that may happen, so I do apologise in advance. So that happened. I do apologise. I may sneeze again. Hopefully I won't. But hey, I am a human being. I'm not entirely in control of what my body does to me. Just like everyone else, so I do apologise there. Have we got aggro on you? We don't. None of the tanks have aggro on this Malignant Ooze. So we will just happily smack you guys about. There is a boss in here somewhere. There he is. He's over there. Not going to aggro him, though. So we're just going to go around here. Don't want to go too close to that quivering blob over there. We may be able to body aggro it. Ooh, careful, Mr. Tank. Don't want to aggro the boss there. Want to grab the big ooze. Again, it's not that hard. Sorry, it's not that easy, even, to get aggro on everything in here, because it's just so much AoE. And I actually quite like doing it like this. We're kind of taking our time here. Just pulling everything in one big pull, as opposed to just pulling everything immediately all at once. This is just kind of one long pull, which I like. So if you're in a group that might struggle here a little bit, especially with healers, just happily do that. Okay. So, let's just double check. Primordius tank swap. 4 stacks. That's what we want to do it on. 4. There we go. It's a good thing I looked it up, because the other tank just asked. Just looked it up. You can tank first. There we go. So that is the communication with him done. Generally, we're going to want to move around the room, kind of following the structure of this great big circle we're standing in. And also, another fun fact, underneath here, there is a stairway that leads down to Ra-Den. He is the heroic mode only boss. So he's down there. Isn't that cool? It's all hidden by Anima, but when you kill Leishan on heroic, it all hardens and then opens up. Isn't that cool? Okay. There he is. He's over there. Are you going to pull, Mr. Tank? It looks like you are going to. Good, let's go. Just going to smack you around a little bit. Also, as a note, first of all, this serious wound, he cleaves, just so you know. So we don't want him... There we go, cleaving onto the raid. So that serious wound he applies, not only does it cleave, it also increases the damage you take. I believe it increases the damage you take. Let me just check. Malformed blood. There we go. So there is the 4th one. It actually goes pretty freaking fast. Don't want to swear too much. So actually, we'll taunt now. Yeah, we want 4 stacks. My mistake. And this actually increases the damage we do to these guys. So we'll just move you over here a little bit. Generally, you're going to want to do a fair amount of moving around as you're tanking this guy. So we will just use our dodge trinket. Now, I want to keep an eye on where these pools are. It looks like there are no pools nearby. It's these purple ones we really want to worry about, because if those purple ones reach him, then he heals, and we really don't want that. We don't want that at all. So we'll just pop a few more cooldowns, and we'll start to move him around, I think. So we'll just go in here. It is the other tank's time to taunt swap, so hopefully he will do so. We're taking another one. That's okay. Oh, it looks like the cleave is actually separate from the... He's gonna get a couple here, but there's nothing we can do about that. Looks like the cleave is actually separate from the malformed blood he does. So I'm currently sitting on 6 stacks, which is 60,000 damage every few seconds. I actually do a hell of a lot of damage to these living fluids. Okay, looks like the other tank has got aggro, so we'll use this chance to kill some living fluid. Now, we deal a whole bunch of extra damage to these living fluids. See, we deal an extra 140,000 damage every time we melee attack. So we can hopefully get this in time. Nope. And that was a bad debuff, I do believe. Well, it's a bad pull. It's right next to him as well. Looks like we need this tank to move. We'll just try and kill this first if we can. You'll want to kite him around the room slowly. There we go. Lots of living fluids going on here. We should nearly be ready. How many stacks is he on? He shouldn't be on 4 quite yet. What's he on? He's on 3. Okay. So we'll grab you. Hopefully kill you in time. There we go. Okay, we are now transformed. He's sitting on 3 stacks. We'll taunt now. Not much of a point in taunting now, but it's not that big of a deal. He's about to die. I just want to be a Sorok. Doesn't that look cool? Yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Hitting him with my staff. Yay! Didn't get anything. Not even a sigil. That's a shame. But, you know, can't be helped. Sorted. So we will move on to the Dark Animus. There is one thing I have forgotten to mention here. It's not really something I'm going to do too much. In fact, it's not something I'm going to do at all. But one of the things you can do here is you can quite easily do the Isle of Thunder storyline, which only takes like about half an hour, to open up the Isle of Thunder to you. And then you can get a key to the Palace of Lei Shen and do the solo scenario to get a whole bunch of I forget what they're called. Basically, it's the currency that allows you to bonus roll here. And that will certainly help with gearing up. But it's not that big of a deal. And of course, as soon as you open up this, these two guys will appear. So I'm going to turn them around, make sure they're not facing the raid. Oh, I've taunted him by accident, but that's a shame. That's okay. I want to face them away from this raid. Away from the raid. Face them away from the raid. There we go. It looks like we have... okay, yeah, good, we're good. There we go, all sorted. Never be afraid to let the other tanks know what to do, but try to be kind about it. I'm doing my best to seem quite light-hearted about it, because you don't want to just rant and yell at the other tank and tell them what to do. You'll want to just use nice, happy language, and just try not to piss them off, really, because a pissed-off tank is A, not good for the raid because he's too busy focusing on you to do anything else, and B, you're going to have someone yelling at you, and you don't want that. Stack on blue for this trash. There we go. So we're going to hopefully stack on the blue. We'll move you to here. Move you to that. There we go. Stack on the blue. It's right there. Hopefully we'll get as many people in as we can. Haven't got much aggro. We'll try and get a little bit of aggro. And we'll move over here. Lots of nice AoE stuns coming out there. It looks like we've got 3 of the 6. That's good. That's exactly what we want. We want 3 of the 6. And you are attacking the mage. We don't want that. So we'll taunt you. Get some aggro on you. These guys don't do too much. In fact, they don't seem to be melee attacking at all. I'm not taking... Well, am I taking damage? They're just hitting me with Fire Blast. It's just magic damage. Okay, so they just sit here and spam Fire Blast. Okay, not that big of a deal. It's their long and short range Ritual Lightning that can really get dangerous. You see, they have a long range Ritual Lightning which hits far away, and then a short ranged Ritual Lightning which hits close. If you're standing kind of at medium distance, like these folks around here where my cursor is, then you'll get hit by both, which just means unnecessary damage taken. Thankfully, as a tank, we don't have to worry about that because we're just standing here in melee with the group. Losing a little bit of threat there, but that's fine. We'll just happily continue to AoE tank these guys. Now, this fight is going to be interesting because on normal mode, you have to do a whole kind of rotation and there are all kinds of different things to worry about. On LFR, you just AoE everything, and then once you've AoE'd everything, things go a little bit crazy. Actually interrupt that lightning as well. That's cool. They can also be stunned and all that. Okay. So. This is going to be interesting. You can take the Animus. There isn't really one, unfortunately. There isn't really one. Try to share mobs. You get the Animus. You get the Animus. I'll get the massive golems. Okay, so we're going to be off tank duty today, so we'll be taking the ads, and the main tank will be taking the big dude. So our priority is to tank the golems. We want to try and get as much AoE threat on these small ones as we can, and then get as much threat on the large ones as we can, and then the big ones, the raid isn't going to kill. So we want to focus on getting the Dark Animus down instead, and I will be focusing on just keeping them to the side away from the raid where they can't hurt anyone because they have an AoE slam which can be quite nasty. Okay, so here we go. Here comes the crazy. So we'll try and mitigate the damage we take here. As you can see, this is just going to go insane. Anima is going to go everywhere. We're going to get a whole bunch of everything. Here comes every single big golem. Want to get aggro on this side. It is actually a good idea, I think, to split up by sides. So we've got aggro on this bunch of golems. Going to be taking a lot of damage, though. Going to pop quite a few of our cooldowns here. Try and get out of these wakes. That's what we want to do. Now, these Crimson Wakes are... Bloody hell, would you leave me alone? Jeez, bloody Crimson Wake. Another one. Now, that's because they spawn under the golems, isn't it? Yes, that's why. Alright, so we're going to want to pop everything at this point. because we are taking a lot of damage here, and it gets very, very intense. The main thing you want to do in this fight is not die. Very important. Another Savage Defense comes in. I kind of want to slowly start moving these towards the raid. The Anima Golem is nearly up. I will take this big guy. And all these smaller ones. Alright, don't... Oh, shit. Get you. Come on, get over here. Focus, Animus. Don't kill the massive ones. Alright. The Animus will be up soon. Come on. Get over here. I want to move these away from the raid. Because they do an explosive slam, which really hurts. Ow! Goodness me, I got matter swapped. Goodness gracious me. Focus the Dark Animus. We'll put a skull on you, and we'll move you away. Hopefully, this one guy is definitely going to die. Nothing we can do about that. But we've still got some people over here on this massive one. Focus the Dark Animus, not the massive Anima Golem. Just hopefully that some of the melee will see that. Anyone we can get to move off of this guy is helpful because, and I say this because he will constantly drain Animus from these guys. Only one every time he does it though. But if we kill it, then all of the Animus in this goes into him and it gives him more abilities. So he's already sitting at like 50 Animus at the moment. So he's going to be taking a fair amount of abilities. There's going to be a whole bunch coming in. But thankfully, since we haven't killed this guy, he won't get all of the extra abilities he'd get from killing this guy. Because his abilities are triggered based on how much anima he has. And if he reaches 100 anima, he wipes the raid. But thankfully, on LFR, that just cannot happen. It just can't happen. So we will just hit you a little bit. Animus is on about 60%. So we're all good. We're just going to sit here. And tank. Oh, it looks like we're going to get matter swapped. Because you can tell because we were glowing there. We were going all glowy. So that's going to happen, but that's fine. Next matter swap is coming in. I see the matter swap over there, so it'll be from the furthest person. So it might happen again sometime, but not too worried. The explosive slam isn't doing that much damage. It really isn't doing that much damage at all, really. Dark Animus is on the left there. Goodness me, I need to be able to see. There we go. So we have Anima font on us, on ourselves. It's all fine. We'll pop a cooldown for this. There we go. That's fine. We're fine. Not really too much to worry about here. Hopefully this golem dies before the Dark Animus. That's why I'm just white attacking at the moment. I don't really want to get hit too badly. Okay, so we'll pop Bark Skin for this because we are about to get swapped. You can tell because we're glowing. Come on, swap us. There we go. And then we'll move to the other side of the raid. We'll pop a Stampeding Roar. Not only will help us move, but it will also help anyone nearby move out of the way. So Stampeding Roar, great. Make sure you use it just about every fight. We'll use another cooldown to survive this explosive slam. And the Dark Animus, we've been swapped again. Didn't notice that one, but that one's fine. And there we go. Huzzah! That's one dead Dark Animus. That was a nice quick run. Nicely done, folks. Smiley face. So there we go. All sorted. So that was a pretty quick video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Next video, we shall finish off the Throne of Thunder and prepare ourselves for the Siege over Orgrimmar. That's exciting. So, if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, feedback, I'm always after feedback, let me know what you think, then you can contact me using the links in the description, or you can just leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck with your boosted level 90.